What is a currency pair? What is currency pairs? So when it comes to the foreign exchange market, you're either buying for the strength of one currency against the other, or you're selling for the weakness of one currency and strength of the other currency. For example, GBP USD. If you wanted to buy that pair, that means you want GBP to rise over the US dollar. Whereas let's say you was to sell, then you're looking for US dollar strength and weakness in the GBP. In the foreign exchange, it's always currencies trading against each other. So when it comes to currency pairs, there's going to be different types of currency pairs. The first one I'm going through is the major currency pairs. Now these pairs include the US dollar. You're either trading for US dollar strength or US dollar weakness. So here's a list of the main popular ones. We've got GBP USD, spoke about that one in the previous slides. We've got Euro USD, we've got USD JPY, US dollar against the Swiss franc, Australian dollar USD. We also got USD CAD, that's US dollar and Canadian dollar, and lastly the New Zealand dollar and the US dollar. Now since these pairs tend to be traded more than most pairs, entry is quite easy, meaning the difference between the bid and ask price is going to be quite small, it's going to be quite tight, so pretty easy and accessible. Okay, so now I expect you to have a good understanding of what the major pairs are. Pairs that include US dollar. Now minor pairs are going to be vice versa, it's going to be the opposite. Minor pairs are pairs that exclude the US dollar. So these pairs do not have US dollar, you're not trading for or against it. And here's a list of the most popular. We've got the pound and the Japanese yen. We've got GBP CAD, that's the pound against the Canadian dollar. We've got British pound against New Zealand, Euro, Australian dollar, New Zealand, Japanese yen. We've got Swiss franc and the Japanese yen. We've got Euro, Japanese yen, and lastly, Euro GBP. The bid and ask price, the difference between the bid and ask price for the minor pairs tend to be slightly higher than the major pairs. So by now, you should be confident in knowing what is a major and what is a minor currency pair. Now it's time for the last category, that being exotic currency pairs. Exotic currency pairs include trading one of the major currencies, that being, for example, the pound sterling, GBP, the euro, and the US dollar. Also, we have the Australian dollar. So that's going to be our major currency pairs against a currency with a lower economy, still developing economies, currencies that have smaller economies. These are going to be our exotic pairs. Here's a list of the examples of the exotic pairs that are most popular. We've got the British pound trading against the Mexican peso. British pound being a very well established high economy currency against the Mexican peso, which has quite a smaller economy, which is that being GBP MXN. Then we've got AED MXN, we've got GBP SGD, USD HKD, and GBP NOK. Now, I wouldn't recommend trading these exotic pairs. Reason being is the bid and ask prices can tend to be quite wide, and you don't want to really cause yourself in a situation where you're trying to get in at a nice entry, but then due to the bid and ask price, you're getting in at a very, very bad price. So wouldn't recommend trading it. At ETA, we're going to be focusing on our major and our minor pairs.